All right, YouTubers. I got a new 1996 Ford Ranger that needs a brake hose. This is the passenger side of the vehicle, and when I said new, it's new for me. And it's leaking brake fluid. So I saw that leak and knew I needed something. Investigating indicated that it was the brake hose. I also took it in for an estimate, and they wanted $180 for parts and labor to replace this brake hose. And I got the part from Rock Auto. Rock Auto's awesome. This is one of their magnetic stickers that they always provide with their products. And if you like old vehicles, those stickers are pretty cool. I like them. And this is the part number right there. I'm taking a little shot for you. The part number for this brake hose on the 96 Ford Ranger XLT. And there's the brake hose. And I had to also, that brake hose was about 24 bucks. I got the, I didn't get the cheapest Chinese part. I got the mediocre Chinese part. I'm not a big fan of Chinese parts, but it's hard to get anything other than that these days. So if I have an option, I'll choose American. But I didn't have an option, so I chose that. And price-wise, and like I said, it's medium price. That's a nice thing about Rock Auto. They got a, they should be sponsoring me, but basically they have an awesome website. They have a very cool diagrams and schematics, very detailed, and you could and they give you lots of options, purchasing options. So like I said, there was a cheaper like a $9 version, but like I said, since I'm not a big fan of Chinese stuff, I figured if I go with the cheap stuff, I'm just asking for trouble. It might not even work. If it works, it won't probably last very long. So I went with the medium, $24 part. Then I needed this flared wrench. I did a lot of research online. I did a lot of research because, well, anyways, I got this flared wrench at a Maverick, local auto parts place. They also have pretty nice prices, and they're very conveniently located for me. So what I learned online was that I was gonna need a flared 11mm wrench to take the bolt off that's back here, which is very hard to see. I'm going to get a mirror, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. The nut back there, which is very hard to do, very hard to see, and very hard to do with one hand, because I'm filming with one hand. I think that might be it. That's not it. But it's kind of dark. So it's dark. And it's dark. And again, there we go. There's the bolt. Or the nut. That nut that's connected to the brake line that needs to come off. It's pretty rusty. I've been spraying this with Blast It for a couple of days now as I do research and I do other projects. And so this has been sitting, getting blasted, sprayed on the joints, because I saw that it's so rusty and such a hard area to work in, because it's behind the shock and by the engine bay and behind this behind the wheel well flare. This piece here is blocking it. And so here's the tools that I'm using for this project. That Blast It, of course, .3 fluid, this flare wrench, 11mm, and I wasn't quite sure what I needed, but I did use one of my wrenches, regular 11mm open-end wrench, and then I used this 14mm for the banjo bolt right here, and it came out pretty nicely. It didn't take that much effort, and I love these speed wrenches, so I'm going to be using that to take it off. And I got this chisel. I used the chisel to make room in here. And as you can see, it's all wet around all the bolts and the plastic bolts and the metal bolts, because I was thinking I was going to have to take this fender well cover off. And but just by making this room here, which I was able to do that by moving the intake. So I disconnected the intake. This is disconnected. And then by moving the intake, I was able to access this area. And this plastic piece got broken right here. I'm not sure if because of the cold or because of age, or maybe because of both, because it's cold and it's old. It kind of got broken off. That's the chisel. It's all over the place. I'm gonna push it through again, I think. And that's the plastic bolt that was holding it. That piece of plastic was broken off of. And it seems like just by taking that little piece of plastic, moving that little piece of plastic with the chisel, I have enough room in there now. I could do the job. So I'm feeling very confident. That's why I'm making this video. And just as a general information, safety is so important. I want to mention it to you YouTubers out there. You see that wheel on the left? That's the wheel from the front, right? That's underneath in case the vehicle falls. That'll stop it from going all the way to the ground. And then we got the jack stand right there. Hopefully that's a nice quality, good quality Craftsman jack stand. Then we have the hydraulic jack. So we've kind of got 3 systems here to protect it, and so that if it were to fall, you have 2 backup systems: the wheel and either the jack or the hydraulic jack or the jack stand. That stand over there doesn't kind of count because that's on the left, but that's just to give us room to work, or give me room to work. And we have an oil pan here catching the fluid because it is a really bad leak. And if you look closer, you can see a puddle of brake fluid. I just topped off the brake fluid, and like I said, I loosened up, or maybe I didn't say, but using the flare wrench, after I made room in here in the fender, after I made room in here, I was able to get the flared 11mm wrench back here. I was able to get this back here, and I was able to loosen the nut up, loosen the nut, the brake line nut. So since I did get that loose, I'm feeling really good about finishing this job now. And since I was able to make a little bit of room using this chisel, I was able to make a little bit of room to work. And I might have to push something else in there, but I don't think I will. I think I have enough room now. So I figured it was good to post a little video, since I wasn't really able to find a lot of information about the Ford Ranger 1996 brake hose. So I figured I'd share this information. This banjo bolt came off really easily, or loosened up, but didn't come off because I didn't take it off yet. What I'm going to do is make one of these I don't know what you call them, but one of these super fast videos of me taking everything apart. I didn't mention, but I just noticed that on one of the videos I saw online, so even though I wasn't able to get really the specific information that I was looking for on my truck and on this brake hose, I was able to get a lot of information from other similar trucks, Ford Rangers, F-150s, and one of the videos I saw, they talked about clamping off the line so that the brake fluid doesn't leak out when you're working on it. they also talked about loosening up the banjo bolt slide first, because then this whole thing spins out. It can spin out. The whole brake hose will spin out once it's loosened up. So again, like I said, I'm just going to I just wanted to give you an overview of the situation. It seems to be going very well now, and so I'm going to do one of those little fast videos. So this will be at least a 2-part video, maybe even a 3-part video. And since it's been a while since I posted anything, I figured I'd get something up there on my new Ford Ranger, 1996 Ford Ranger. And that's that. Take care.